Hey everyone, so welcome to my kitchen. You may have seen it in the past. Here it is again, and I want to try something different today. I used to bake quite a bit, and I thought, it's spring break, I've got time on my hands, so let's bake something. This is something I've never tried before, so if it goes well, hopefully you'll learn how to make it too. And hopefully it won't look terrible on YouTube. So yeah, let me show you what you're gonna need. You're gonna need eggs, which I've already done for you. They're already in the bowl right here. 3 eggs. You're going to need some cocoa, some baking powder, some vanilla, some flour, some sugar, and some granulated sugar, powdered and granulated. Also salt and water, which is in the fridge. So, the first step to making this, oh by the way, probably should have told you, it's a chocolate roll. It looks kind of like this, to take on a jelly roll. So the first thing you got to do is take the oven, which I've already done right here, and preheat it to 350 degrees. And then after that, you take a pan of maybe around this size, maybe a little bigger, and then line it with wax or aluminum foil. I've chosen wax paper, and then grease it with butter. After that, you take the eggs, you crack them into this bowl, and then you take this mixer right here and mix everything until it's all thick and yellow. So I'm gonna do that really quick and then I'll get right back to you. As you can see, the eggs are blending right nicely. Very nice. I can't believe I said that. Very nicely. I will get back to you in another minute when it's nice and fluffy. Okay, now that it's been probably about 5 minutes and it's nice and thick, you're going to want to take it and then pour it into this bigger bowl right here. So let me just pour that in right there. Alright, the next thing you want to do is take 1 cup of granulated sugar, and then, once I turn on this mixer, as it's beating, gradually pour it in. So let's get that started. Alright, here we go. It's starting to move. Let's pour in the sugar a little bit at a time. Just turn up the speed a little. Alright, I'll be right back once I've finished pouring all the sugar in. Alright, now the sugar has been mixed in, and the blender is beating it at low speed. So the next thing we want to do is take precisely 1/3 of a cup of water, and then, in a second, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and we're going to want to pour that in right about now. Let's start with the water. Full to the brim. Alright, there we go. I'll be right back with the vanilla. Alright, and you take 1 teaspoon of vanilla and do the same thing. So there we go. Sorry again if it's a little clumsy. It's really hard doing this with one hand. Okay, all that is still mixing, and now for the first part of this roll, we're going to take our last 3 ingredients, our flour, our baking powder, and over here our salt, and gradually mix those 3 in, starting with the flour. Alright, we poured the first half of the cup in, and now we put in the remaining 1/4 cup. So you're going to need 3/4 of a cup of flour here. Just gradually in, little by bit. Come on, get in there. Alright, and don't forget, the flour is obviously going to stick to the sides of the pan, so just use this to make sure it all gets mixed in there. Just get it in there a little more. Alright, I'm going to pour in the remaining baking powder, 1 teaspoon in total. And finally, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Gotta do this again, make sure everything gets nice and mixed. Yeah, you're gonna get mixed! It mixed real good. Alright, it looks like our mixture is just about done, so let me just turn this down. Alright, everything looks to be good. And now we're just going to take the mixture and pour it into the pan. Alright, so the mixture is now in the pan, and what we're going to do is take it and put it into the oven for 12 to 15 minutes. I'm going to check it at 12 because with a mixture that is supposed to end up really soft, it's better to take it out early. Just make sure some of the bubbles aren't in there. Alright, I'm going to put it in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes, and there we go. So I'm going to split this up into parts because there are more sections to this. So I shall see you in a little bit in part 2. Talk to you soon.